Hey, it's Monday. Welcome to the start of another weekly reading vlog. Let's talk about some books. I finished this last week. You would have seen me talking about this for all of my last weekly reading vlog. It is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. It is a Jax-specific novel within the Caraval universe. It blew my mind. It's a new favourite. It got 5 out of 5 stars. The connection I felt to this book and the resonation, is that a thing? The way some of the lines resonated with me, so good. So good. This kind of book is one that doesn't come around often, when it has, not only is a brilliant book, but it also has that connection to something you've experienced personally and you get that feeling with it. So good. So this one came out as 5 out of 5 stars. I finished this yesterday, so I didn't vlog the ending of it, but it didn't disappoint. Then, of course, I had to pick up a new book. I spent an hour sat in front of my shelves, pulling books off of them, trying to decide if this was going to be the book I read next. And I was doing like the first page of a couple of them and I just could not decide. I thought I would read The Switch by Beth O'Leary. And then I went and picked a load of other books and spent the hour doing that. And then I picked up the book I was going to read, which is The Switch by Beth O'Leary. The reason I thought I'd go for this one is because I kind of know it's a safe bet. It's a contemporary, it's an author I've read the flat share of, so previous work of, and have enjoyed, and found that was quite a quick read. And generally it's a short read, it's one that I have put on my summer TBR, so I thought why not pick this up, but then my brain was like, I don't really fancy it. But now I've started it, it's really sweet. It's about a grandma and her granddaughter who I believe decide to switch lives for a little bit because they've both become fairly worn down in whatever situation they're doing and they just want to mix it up a little bit. And I like the concept of it because sometimes we do just fit into this routine and we just keep going every day and we never question that we don't have to do that every single day and we could do things a bit differently. So this looks like it's going to look at that a lot and I like that. And I like the style of the writing so far as well. But that is no surprise because I did enjoy The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary. So I am expecting good things from this. It's not completely sucked me in yet, I will say. I'm only on page 40, so I haven't really built up much for the characters yet, but I am enjoying seeing the relationship between this grandma and her granddaughter. It's an interesting dynamic to follow, the fact that we've got these two totally different characters, and I know that's very much the point of the book, but I'm going to enjoy digging into that and seeing how that pans out. So this is my current read. This is my last read. This is my last week at work before I have a week off for my birthday. It's my birthday next week, whoop whoop. And I think that's pretty much everything for the intro of this vlog. So welcome to another weekly reading vlog. Please do hit that thumbs up button for this vlog if you're enjoying it so far. It really, really, really helps. And subscribe as well if you want to see more from me. I've also, down below, got my Patreon linked, which is a very exciting space for lots of very exciting things to happen. There's various different tiers, so it's a fun time. If you do want to join that, that is linked down below. But I'm gonna crack on with my day now and catch up with you a little bit later. I just want you to know that opening the door to get a rain shot for you meant I've had to go get a towel because it's just kind of spewed water everywhere. Oh, actually, it's quite wet. I had the door open earlier and it started torrential rain and I wasn't in the room and the door was still open and now there is wet everywhere on my carpet. I was gonna go to the shops or to town after work, but it's pretty torrential. It's actually thunderstorm, torrential rain. Maybe not the shops, which is annoying because I need to buy food. So that's very wet, that's a thing. It's Tuesday, hi. I'm halfway through The Switch. Now, let me sit down. Sit down and chat about this. Now, last night I was really bored of this book, really wasn't bothered by it, felt disappointed because I really enjoyed the flat share. I felt like the characters felt very generic and they felt very stereotypically written and I didn't like that about them, and I thought that there was a potential for it not to go down that route, but it definitely felt like it had gone down that route to a certain extent. And I don't mean stereotypical in the sense that we have a younger person and her grandma, I don't mean stereotypical to the age groups, but they just felt like there was nothing different about them to normal characters. However, once I hit past the 100-page mark, it picked up quite a lot and I felt like we did get more depth to them and we found out what adds their personal elements to them and what their passions and their things that make them tick are. So I actually picked up the audiobook and I'm now halfway through because the audiobook is really good, and I feel like this maybe is a book better listened to rather than physically read. So I feel like I'm making good progress now. I only have like 2 hours left on the audiobook, I think. So I will definitely get in some reading for that, because I have decided, so I've set myself up a Notion board because I want a way to track my thoughts and feelings on my books and just a couple of other things, and Notion seemed to tick many of the boxes. I did try to set up Notion before, and I got a bit overwhelmed with how much I could do with it and therefore didn't do anything. Whereas I've watched a couple of videos, I've understood it a little bit more, and one of the things I've decided to do is to log all the books I own. Could be stupid, really could be stupid, but here we are. So when I'm doing that, I can stick my audiobook in and listen whilst I log all the books I own. The intention being I will have a much more rigid idea of what's on my TBR and what wasn't on my TBR. Maybe. I have something coming, hopefully in August, that this will help me with a lot. How very suspicious. But that's my plan. So I do need to go out and get food because the painter that did my kitchen had to come back and do a couple of little touch-ups, and those touch-ups are all around where I would cook, and it's now wet paint all around those areas, and I think I could get around it, but I don't want to mess it up because one of the doors is literally the connector to how I would open where all the oven related things are, such as saucepans and whatever those things are that you put in an oven tray. So I kind of need to go out and get something that I don't have to use those things to prepare. But rain, and it feels really lazy to drive because I'm literally just a stone's throw away, but it's literally torrential rain. I don't fancy that. So that's the thrill of my Tuesday evening, everyone. That is it. Isn't it exciting? I will catch up with you at some point and let you know what I decided. Didn't go to the shop, stayed in. I am very slowly making a Notion catalogue. That's the wrong page, there we go. A Notion catalogue of all of my books on my shelves, and it's taking me a while because I've got lots of different filters in here of like series and genres, and just, yeah, it's a lot. But I made some popcorn because I didn't go to the shops, therefore I'm out of food. And I do have Friends on in the background, although it's on an ad break at the moment, so this is my evening. Good Wednesday, friends. I wanted to give you a reading update. I am at page 189 in this book, which is just over the halfway point. And honestly, it is just like a solid 3-star for me at the moment. Nothing is really pushing this for me. We've got these 2 characters that we're reading from the perspective of. We've got Eileen and Lena. Now, Eileen is the grandma who I think she's about to turn 80, and Lena, I don't know how old Lena is, but I put her in her late 20s, early 30s. So we're seeing things from both of their perspectives as Eileen takes on Lena's life in London and lives in her flat with her friends and tries to make improvements in London, whereas Lena goes up to the countryside in the Yorkshire Dales to try and have a little bit of a break and get back in touch with herself and back into a relationship with her mum following a death in their family. So we see these 2 perspectives, but honestly, I don't think I could care less about Lena's perspective. I'm finding her chapters really boring. I just don't really care what's happening with her perspective because it feels like everything I've read before in adult contemporaries. It doesn't feel any different, really. It just feels like it fills into the stereotypical box with who we think she is as a character. There is depth to her, and because she's experienced a death of someone close to her, we have got growth from her there with her healing, and we also see the grieving process. So in that sense, she definitely does have, she's not like 2D, she does have the depth to her, but ultimately her goals and the motivations and what she's doing just don't really seem to be capturing me. Whereas Eileen has gone from her country living comfortable lifestyle to London, where she always wanted to be originally, and she's experiencing life in London with Lena's flatmates. And that for me is a much more interesting dynamic because I think that's more of an unusual thing to read about, seeing an 80-year-old woman live with people who are, again, I don't know how old, let's put them in their 30s, but seeing that dynamic and seeing what she is doing within the community to change things and how she's reacting and engaging with people and how that contrasts the way that Lena is doing the same thing. And I enjoy Eileen as a character because she's a very open and nice person, and she's wanting to improve things, and the way that she approaches people, the way that she sees people is really refreshing. So on one hand, I'm really enjoying the Eileen chapters, but on the other, the Lena chapters, not so much. So yeah, it's 3 stars, as I said, at the moment, but it could get better. I definitely think it's helping to listen to the audiobook for sure. But I got a package that is much heavier than I was expecting. I thought I would show you. It says, yep, this is especially for you, including a wink from the postman. I did not get a wink from the postman, but then it was covered in bubble wrap, so maybe they just couldn't see it. So, in here is a tasty treat, or multiple tasty treats. And I'm very excited. We have got some cards and a crap ton of chocolate bars from Tony's Chocolonely. They've sent me these over and like with no obligation to share or anything, but I just wanted to let you guys know because these chocolate bars are yummy. So we have got milk chocolate, yes. We have also got milk caramel, yes. Almond, honey, oh no, nougat milk almond, which I think is like a Toblerone. Dark almond sea salt. I'm holding these all upside down. Oh no, I'm ruining the lovely box that they came in as well with the packaging. Milk hazelnut. And pretzel toffee. So that's dangerous, but here we are. Giant box of chocolates. Thank you very much, Tony's Chocolonely. I'll leave a link down below if you want to check out their chocolates because they are absolutely delicious. So thank you for sending this my way. But for everything reading related, I will catch up with you guys later. I spent far too long yesterday working on my cataloguing of my books with my Notion. So I am, for some reason, I've decided to catalogue every single book I own and all the editions. So my logic here is multiple reasons. One, I think it would be pleasing to see it all and it would be interesting to kind of be able to break it down with the categories and to see what's been on my shelves the longest and maybe would make me read a little bit more widely and help me when it comes to picking what I read next. Two, I'm going to be doing something hopefully in August and this will help with that. Three, I am getting into Notion at the moment and the organisation level of it and I just think that this would help me feel like I had a little bit more direction with when it comes to kind of the way I create my videos and the way I think critically about books. If I have everything I've got on one spreadsheet pretty much, then I think that would really help me to look at it like that. But it's taking a long time. I did 60 books yesterday and that took me hours, but I was also setting up the table to put them all in. Whew, so that's a thing that's taking a long time. It really is. But hopefully it'll be worth it once it's all done. So yay, I'm gonna just continue doing that later this evening after work. Wait, I just found 3 more bars. I was like, this box is ridiculously heavy, and then lifted up a flap. We've also got white raspberry popping candy, dark milk, and dark white raspberry popping candy. I don't think I've ever looked more like a baked bean as I do right now, but I am going to the gym very shortly, so I'm ready for that in my university Rounders t-shirt. There's me, BB, Rounders, University of Winchester crest. It's got my name on the back that I can't bend that way. It's got my name on the back and the number 9 because that's for some reason my favourite number. But anyway, not obviously in my university Rounders team anymore given that I graduated many years ago. But I'm going to the gym in a minute. But I just finished the Switch. I did enjoy this. It was a solid 3 stars, but in an enjoyable solid 3 stars way. It was only 3 stars because I don't think it really pushed any boundaries. It didn't blow my mind. I really liked Eileen as a character, and I didn't dislike Lena. I just thought she wasn't really bringing anything new to the table that a contemporary heroine brings. She just felt very recycled as a character, and I'd seen her kind of style before, whereas Eileen felt quite unique as a character and I quite enjoyed following her. I also really enjoyed the fact that this talked about sex, but not just with young people, but with elderly people as well, because you don't often get that in books, or not necessarily the books that I read. So I like that it had that, but that does mean I have another book to pick. So I'm sat at my computer looking like a baked bean because I have created a list of all of the TBR books in this room for my patrons. Now, once I've finished my Notion page, that list will be a bit more thorough, but for now I have got a couple of books from that my patrons have all picked. So 6 of my patrons have picked some books. I've opened it up to all of the whole tree tier onwards, so if you wanted to be in on this, they pick me books, I then do a random number generator, and then I pick, well, the number picks for me, and that's the book I'm going to read, and I'll make a dedicated reading vlog. So I thought I would see what this book is so that I can kind of add that to my TBR and decide if that's what I want to read next or if it's something else. So the 6 that we have got in contention, we've got Sorcery of Thorns, which I've heard very mixed things about, so I'm intrigued. We have The Once and Future Witches, which I really don't want it to pick because I really want to read that in October time. Then The House in the Cerulean Sea, Blonde Roots, The Space Between Worlds, and The Beautiful. I want it to be the beautiful. That's the one I want. That's the one I'm really hoping for. So let's see. Here's my list. Let's press the button. Where's it gone? Where's what it picked? What did it pick? Oh, hey, The House in the Cerulean Sea. I am happy with that. I will take that. I really wanted to read that last month, so I am very, very happy. So yay! If you do want to see the dedicated reading vlog for that, then that will be on my Patreon. I will talk about it in my weekly vlogs, but there will be like a specific dedicated reading vlog talking all about it on my Patreon, which is an exclusive thing to the whole tree tier upwards. But that might be my next read. Maybe. Now I know that's an option, I'm excited. So I'm gonna let my patrons know, think about it whilst I'm in the gym, and then come back and pick my book. I'm pretty sure this vlog is just a sea of yellow. It's all pretty much just been filmed in my lounge. I don't think I've left the flat with you guys at all this week. I have left the flat. I've gone to the gym, which isn't exactly the most thrilling place to vlog, and I've gone to town, which is very exciting. But I promise I have actually left the flat, even if it's just a yellow vlog. But hey, there's nothing wrong with a yellow vlog. So hello, it is Thursday, and I have started a new book. We spoke yesterday about The Switch, which I found disappointing. It came out as a 3-star on Core Pile, just fell a bit flat for me. We've discussed it. We'll move on. The next book I'm picking up was basically inspired by my cataloguing system. So these books here, I was cataloguing last night within my Notion. Now, you think it would be a quick process just entering the book in, but I have got so many different tabs going on in categories and stuff that one book takes a long time to enter, let alone over 800 books, which I think is how many I own. But I got up to, hang on, I'm gonna try and point. So I did all of these ones, all of these ones, and nope, that way, all of these ones last night. I mean, I did some of them the day before, but yeah, last night, that. So I was cataloguing all of those, and as I was doing that, I was looking at them thinking, well, now I want to read you all, because I was going through the information about them to catalogue them correctly, and it made me really want to read some of them. So I basically, at like 11:30 last night, far too late to be picking a new book, but I did it, it's fine. I feel like my brain was quite tired in picking, so maybe it made it an easier choice. I didn't overthink the decision-making process, but I basically picked up a couple of those books and read the first few pages or the first chapter just to see what I was vibing, what I was fancying, and the book I ended up picking was Wicked Fox by Kat Cho. This is the first in a duology. I've had this one for quite a while, and I'm very excited to finally be getting to it. It's kind of one that I knew I really wanted to fancy picking up, and last night, I guess I fancied picking it up. This is inspired by Korean folklore, which is really interesting. Not something I think I've read before, or at least not to my knowledge that I have read before. This book follows two different characters, one of which is a gamiho, which is like a magical creature / human combination, and she has 9 tails that I don't know if she always has them or like if she can bring them out on special occasions, but she uses these 9 tails to suck out the life of men that have done bad things, and that's how she survives. And then we've also got, who I believe is just a standard human person, and there's going to be a romance between the two of them. So we've got this girl who is this 9-tailed fox, and then we've got this boy who we're seeing in varying alternate chapters. I've suddenly just forgotten words and how to actually describe books. Girl meets boy, girl has 9 tails, boy needs saving, boy I believe is human. Romance ensues, I think. But we know that I'm not very good at remembering book plots. It's fine. I like going in blind. So this is what I am reading next. I am already 30 pages in. I say already, that's not much. I am 30 pages in. I read a little bit this morning and a little bit last night, but it was quite late when I picked this up and I wanted to go to sleep. So I am excited to dive more into this. I'm really enjoying the style so far, and also there has been a lot of mentions of smells of foods, which has made me very, very hungry both last night and this morning. So I'm kind of glad that I had those Tony Chocolonely bars, but at the same time, this is describing really rich, intense smelling food, and I don't know if chocolate's going to cut it for me. So this is making me hungry. So I will let you know my thoughts on this as I continue to read it. As we saw yesterday, I picked the house, well, not I picked, the random generator picked The House in the Cerulean Sea for my Patreon pick for me to read. So I will be reading that within either July or August. There'll be a dedicated vlog. I've got to work out how to do it because I will still mention that I'm reading it in these vlogs, but I also will be doing like a really specific dedicated vlog for my patrons that will be much more of a deep dive into the book, without spoilers though, so I need to work out how to split that. But if you want to see that dedicated vlog or any other things like that, my Patreon is all linked down below, so basically you can help me vote for my next books when they come to selection in September, and October will be the next ones. So I asked my patrons to all put their name against a book on my TBR from a spreadsheet, and then I randomly generated one of those books. So it was a fun time. I was very excited by the books they all picked, and I'm really excited that I got The House in the Cerulean Sea. I think last night I said I was hoping for The Beautiful, but The House in the Cerulean Sea is one that's been on my TBR for a while, and I wanted to read it last month and I couldn't get to it, so I'm very excited to be able to read it this month, or next month, over one of the 2 months that are coming up. Anyway, I'm gonna get going with my day, and I will catch up with you either later or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, because I've got a yoga class after work and I feel like I'm just gonna be a hot sweaty mess and probably not want to film. Yoga mat ready. New glasses have arrived, except the other pair haven't. This is just pair 1. Pair 2 arrive tomorrow. Very excited. I like the frames. I feel like I'll be able to show you properly tomorrow when I've got the other pair and have like my normal hair and makeup on, because I'd never wear my hair up, so this isn't how they'll normally frame my face, if that makes sense, but yoga ready. And I just wanted to give you a really quick update because I have been listening to Jay's Gay Agenda for a lot of today, because I've had more creative, visually creative work tasks, so I've been able to listen to an audiobook. And it's so good. I am really, really liking it. It's all about Jay, who has basically set himself an agenda of things he would like to achieve now he's moved to a new city, and it's about him trying to tick these things off his list, and it's so good. Great audiobook. It's on SCRIBD if you want to check it out. I do have an affiliate link down to SCRIBD, down below to SCRIBD. There's an affiliate link down there for SCRIBD, but it's a really good audiobook. I love the narrator, I love the narration style, and I just love the story in general. It's just a cute YA contemporary, and sometimes you just need a cute YA contemporary. So that's what I'm currently listening to. Wicked Fox, as we know, is my physical read, but right now I'm gonna go do some stretching and things with a yoga class. Hello, it is me. I am in a little bit of a rush because I am just getting ready to leave, so I'm just kind of getting some stuff ready whilst I chat to you, but I am about to go and meet my colleague halfway between our homes and drop off my old work laptop. But I'm doing that, and then I'm going back to my family home after that, staying there because then later I'm going to the cinema to see Black Widow with my stepdad, which I'm really excited about. I feel a bit sad about the cinema because I feel like this is going to be the last time I'm going to be able to go to the cinema for a while, because obviously, oh sorry for really worn out, I'm just rushing around doing everything. Obviously with COVID and with restrictions in England basically not existing after the 19th of June, we are back into a world where there are no masks and there's no social distancing. Now I am going to still continue to do all of these things, but I just feel very nervous about going into environments such as cinemas, where people aren't going to be paying attention to these rules as much and you're back to sitting next to people. I don't like it. I don't like it, so I don't feel very comfortable doing that. So I don't know, I'll see. I mean, I could go at quieter times, but I work full time, so I'll play it by ear. I'll see how it goes, but I'm a bit sad about it. But I'm going to enjoy tonight. That's going to be great. Can't wait to see Black Widow. I've got my Avengers top on with cats instead of actual Avengers. And, oh, okay, slow down. But yeah, so other than that, Wicked Fox is wicked. It's fantastic. Really liking it. I love the fact that I can almost see it playing out as an anime in my head. There's a specific moment when, I still need to be doing stuff. Why am I standing still? There's a specific moment when one of the characters kind of jumps onto the floor from a high up area, and I could totally see her doing that like in an anime-esque setting way. I could very much visualize it in my head. So I'm really, really liking that. That's really good. My second pair of glasses haven't arrived today. They've changed the delivery date to Monday. But I feel like you can see these ones. Hold on, I'll untuck my hair. I feel like you can see these ones a little bit better now I've got my hair down. I like them. They're a bit bigger than I would normally go for, but I'm a fan. I like them. Anyway, I'm gonna stop trying to do so many things at once. Get ready to leave. Talk to you guys later or tomorrow. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
How you doing?
Good.
Just fine?
Yeah.
Are you pleased to have me back?
Sort of.
I've not been back since your birthday. What do you have to say to the lovely viewers at home?
I'm doing girls football tomorrow.
She's doing girls football tomorrow. Is that it?
Uh,
Yeah?
Sort of.
Okay, bye. Hello, it is Saturday and I am here to wrap up the vlog because I am about to get very busy. I have got a lot happening for the latter part of today. It is already 2:12 and yet I have just barely begun. It's going to be a really busy day and I know I'm going to forget to wrap up. So, I haven't read any more of Wicked Fox, but I am really liking it. I obviously finished The Switch as well this week and it was a bit disappointing. And I've been reading Jay's Gay Agenda as an audiobook, which I am loving. I've got 4 hours left and it's so good. So, so good. And last night I saw Black Widow and it was so good. It was just, the end scene, the end credit scene was just exactly what I think we needed. Just so much about it. I have theories, I have connections. There's a symbol that is very similar in Black Widow to a symbol that is used in the Loki series, and I just think I have thoughts, I have many thoughts. It was really good. Scarlett Johansson is just made for that role. Florence Pugh was fantastic. Everyone was fantastic. It was the right amount of funny. Scarlett Johansson had so many different hairstyles in such a short amount of time as well. And I was just like, how are you restyling all these complicated plaits in the middle of an action scene? But okay. It was just really good. It was really, really good. I feel like I could say a lot more, but I am on a really tight time limit to wrap this vlog up. I've had a busy few days, so I will catch up with you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching this weekly vlog. Next week I've got the week off, so my week will be a bit different to normal. It is my birthday week, which is very exciting. My birthday is on Thursday, the 15th of July. But yeah, we'll see you in that week. So thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up. You can comment down below what you've been reading this week and you can subscribe to see more of my face on your feed. And there is also a link down below to my Patreons if you would like to, my Patreon page. If you would like to get any more content from me, that is all down there and it's a very fun place to be and I am so, so grateful for my Patrons. So yeah, that's everything. Sorry I feel like this is a little bit rushed, but next week we'll have a different type of vlog week. The weekly vlog will be different next week because I'm off work and it'll be a birthday one, so I'm going to take you somewhere fun for my birthday. But I will see you then. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep smiling and stay positive.